Hi, friends. Welcome. Let me figure out how to let Sarah in here. Hi, Laura. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Hi, Sarah. Yay! That's so awesome. It was not as tricky as I thought, so I'm very excited. I'm hoping the
Okay.
internet slash
I,
phone service at Highlights will help us out. Can you hear me? Oop.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me,
Can you
Sarah?
hear me?
Yay!
I can hear you.
I'm so excited. We have so many friends.
Can you hear?
You can hear me? Perfect. Like making sure my lighting is okay. I want to look beautiful for the celebration. Um, I'm just so happy to have so many people here with us. Look at all these beautiful comments. Thank you, people. Thank you, friends. We're here to celebrate our beloved Sarah Aronson and her beautiful new book, Brand New Bubby. I'm going to give a quick little intro, and then we're going to just start chatting away with Sarah. Hi, everyone. If you don't know who I am, I'm Kat Galliano. My pronouns are she, her. I am the social media manager here at Highlights, and welcome to our very first Instagram Live. So thank you, Sarah, for joining us and for agreeing to party online with me today. I am joining you from the traditional and contemporary lands of the Siwanoy people here in Westchester, New York. And a small reminder for those of you that are here with us, we just don't want to join in any no hate, no harm, and no harassment while we're here together. And now I kind of just want to jump into it. Sarah, let's talk all things Brand New Bubby. Let's do it.
Okay.
So talk to us about how this story came to life. Where did this idea come from?
Well, the day that my stepson Ed and his wife Anne called us and let us know that they were expecting a baby, and I did a little bit of a happy dance and said, "I'm gonna be a Bubby. I'm gonna be a Bubby." And then when I called some of my dear friends, all with the best intentions, one of them said to me, "Isn't that a little weird for you, since technically you're not related?" And I was like, "Technically, we are related." And she's like, "No, technically, you are not related." And then I went home, and like most things, most ways that I get books is that I'm either really excited about something or I'm really irritated about something. And this was both. So it was really easy to write.
And
Because family
so
is
tell me, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
because family is made of love. I'm going to stick with that. And it has come true in so many ways because here I am with my blended family at Highlights.
Hi, Highlights friends. Woo!
All these people who bring their stories to us and who share their stories. This is such a big part of my family. And I'm so happy to be celebrating with them.
So I just want to let, for those that who do not know, Sarah is actually on campus
And
at
now I'm
Highlights
frozen.
and she is
Okay,
celebrating. Sorry. Oh, as our community knows, our Highlights phone service slash Wi-Fi can be a little tricky. So bear with us while I reconnect with Sarah. Hopefully, anytime soon. I am loving all the messages, though. I'm so thankful to see so many friends of ours that are joining us today. Oh, hopefully, oh, let me bring her back. Give me a second. This is, as our friends know, our Wi-Fi slash phone service can be a little dramatic on campus. Yay, she's back. Yay! I was telling our community that, as they know, for those that have joined us on campus, our Wi-Fi slash phone service is a little temperamental. So we said to just give us a second because we'll be back with Sarah. So talk to us a little bit about Bubby, and is she sort of based on you? Because the red hair
Well,
and the illustrations kind of gave me a little like, Sarah
do
back in the day.
well, we can ask Yolanda at some point if she gave Ariel that clue about me. But I think Bubby is like me in that she is over the top and she believes in the power of the kissy lips and also in the power of the soup and sharing food with the family.
So that's actually a great question that I wanted to ask you. How did you decide on soup being sort of like the central like dish and ingredient and like that you wanted to sort of have in the book?
So I love soup. And I'm getting a lot of it here. It's really, really yummy. Carrot, ginger. Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you, Amanda. Um, in fact, that when I hit page 100 of a novel, I have a special 100-page soup. For me, soup is like family, and that you put in all the ingredients, and the ingredients are one thing and they taste delicious. But when you put it all together and then let it simmer, it's even better. And so I thought that soup and family were the way to go. Also, those 3 soups in the back of the book are my recipes, and I love making them, especially the gazpacho. Sorry, honey, if you're listening, but I don't think.
I think I want to go a little further into that because I think since the story is about a blended family with, a step bubby coming into the picture, and I love that analogy that you just gave with soup. Like, soup is sort of a very blended food with all these ingredients that are delicious apart, but once together are just elevated. So I think that is a very, very special thing you just said, that soup and family truly do go together, just like Ellie just wrote in the comments. Um, and I'm like, what a special, special thing. So I have not gotten a chance to read it, but I did read the blurb and I did, do a little research. But for me and my own grandma, soup was a very important part of my life with her. So that's why I just cannot wait till tomorrow so I can rush to my local bookstore and pick it up because soup was so special for me and my grandma. So the fact that soup is part of your story too is just so extra special. And let me just keep checking my little questions.
I do have to say, in case anybody in my family is listening, my grandmothers were not great chefs. My grandma Klein, like literally, she would make small amounts of very bad food. There were leftovers.
Oh no. Oh my goodness. So talk to us a little bit about the celebration you've been doing on the socials. Like, you've been encouraging people to send in their recipes and talk a little bit about soup and families on their end. So talk to us how that sort of came about.
So as anyone who knows me knows, I love to talk about all my friends and all of their great work, and that our great blended family community supports each other. Oh, you should see everybody's here.
Yay! Hi, friends. Welcome.
I'm gonna start crying.
Oh my God, you're gonna make me cry. Oh my God.
What was I talking?
I lost my train of thought too. I'm so wrong. First of all, I just want to say that I am so honored to be doing this with you because
again.
Oh, we're back. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Not
I'm
yet.
back.
I'm back. Yay.
I'm back.
I was just saying that I'm just so honored to be here with you because ever since I started with Highlights, you have been one of the very first people that have just been so loving and giving with your time and your friendship. So I am extraordinarily honored to be able to do this with you. So bring on all the fuzzy feelings and all the happiness because you deserve to be celebrated because this book is very special and I can't wait till it makes its debut into the world tomorrow.
Yay!
So yes, so tell us my original question.
Right. So like any book, this was a process to get, like any soup making. First, I chose my ingredients wisely. I thought about Jillian, who had been through many new changes, like, divorce, and mom probably dated a little bit before she found Michael,
Yeah.
and then marriage. And now she's got this big new blended family. And I think that we are not always patient with our young people when change is. And so this book was really like, I really wanted to stay in Jillian's point of view to show that we really need patience when we're blending a family. Two important ingredients for writing and for blending a family: patience and love.
Patience
and authenticity. That like when we're vulnerable, we're going to get places that we would not get. And that's true with soup, it's true with family, and it's true with story.
I love that. I love that so very much. And I think the best thing we've come about in our conversation has been blended families and blended soup, and how they're so similar and how they're so amazing. And just when you kind of collectively put people together, it truly makes an even more special moment, just like what you're celebrating on, not even just your book, but being on campus with all our writers right now, and, just being together in community and celebrating writing and craft. Like, what a beautiful moment. I guess I just also want to give a shout out to the illustrator, Ariel Landy, who obviously this book wouldn't be as amazing as it is without her artwork. So we want to definitely shout her out and thank her for her amazing illustration. So I think my original question that I wanted to ask you was, how did you want to get like the community involved with all your recipes? Because you had sort of like your own social plan as well. And so I love that idea. So I just want to kind of pick your brain about how that came to be.
So stay tuned way into the future, because I have lots of recipes to share. I wrote to all of my friends, many friends, writers, illustrators, and said, send me your soups, send me your recipes from your cultures, from your families, so that we can share it with each other. And I've been slowly making all of them. And I got interrupted because I had to come to highlights, not had to, because I willingly and happily.
And for that fact,
making all of them, and it's amazing. It's just amazing what food will take you around the world. And again, going back to books, when we think about empathy, when we think about learning about new cultures, one of the easiest ways to do that is to try new foods.
Yes.
So like I've been getting a sense of all my friends' families, and trying new things that taste delicious. And then I get on my Peloton.
Peloton, if you're listening, we should have Sarah Aronson sponsored. Just saying.
Actually, Ted from Chopped, if you're watching, I would like to be a contestant on Chopped. I will always put that nasty ingredient right in the Vitamix. I promise you.
Well, that's so amazing. Does anyone there at Highlights have any questions for you? I don't see any questions on my end, but if you do, if our online community has questions, please go ahead and ask them. But if anyone there in person has questions, feel free to ask them too.
All of these people have an awful lot. So they may not have does anyone have a question? Okay, question number one. How many times did I have to revise the book? So less than 38,
Great question.
Which is for Beyond Lucky. I wrote it about 8 times. And then I went to an SCBWI event in Miami where Yolanda was. I was speaking there, and Jill Davis was doing a session on making a book dummy. And I was like, okay, I'm going to bring my new book and make a book dummy. And I found all the boring parts. And it was amazing. So I did 2 more drafts after that and then sent it to Yolanda. And she was so excited. And we, it was she was a great editor. She had great ideas. The Charles Bridge family. Hello, Charles Bridge.
Hi, Charles Bridge family.
has been so fantastic to work with. They, you know, Ariel did a great job. They brought us together. For those of you who've never written a picture book, I give exactly 0 art notes. I mean, I had one little suggestion this time. That's it. I believe in letting the illustrator go for it. And I am always rewarded for that. Always great.
I had a question here online that says, what was your favorite soup this week so far on your time at campus?
All right, so the is definitely my favorite, closely followed by the vegan mushroom.
Ooh, I have not tried that one. I actually had a question. I'm thankfully I'm going in the fall, so I will definitely be asking Amanda for that one. I had a question for you. Why did you think the picture book format was truly like the way to tell this story? Like, why did you not think of an easy reader, for example? Like, why did you think it had to be a picture book / like visual version of this story?
Well, one is, I mean, I love picture books. So, and the story felt, you know, as I did the dummy and scanned the story and thought about the page turnability, that picture book and illustration, it felt like illustration was the way in. Mm-hmm. But I did try writing it in other ways, not as a novel, but an easy reader. And I tried writing it, originally I wrote it as Camp Grandma, whereas Bubby didn't have any experience being a grandma. So Jillian sent her to Camp Grandma. and then someone beat me to it. And then someone else had actually written like a camp grandparent book. And I was like, dang. And reassessed.
That's amazing. I think someone just quickly popped in late, and we're celebrating Sarah Aronson's brand new Bubby picture book that comes out tomorrow. And there's the copy of it on all its glory. I can't wait to get mine tomorrow. Somebody also mentioned that the idea of a book chopped edition sounds amazing, which I kind of think we should maybe do that on campus. Amanda.
Linda Sue Park, who I know loves
Let's get you there.
Challenge.
Challenge accepted.
I don't know what I just got myself into.
Does anyone else have any questions, either online or in person? Feel free to share. And I'm just thrilled to be here hanging out with you. Anytime I get to share time and space with Sarah is a joy for me. So I'm just thrilled to be able to celebrate online with you. And again, if anyone has any more questions, feel free to pop them in or ask in person.
I have a question. So Sarah,
hi, Laura.
You write from picture book all the way to adult now. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about how you get into the frame of mind to write for different ages.
So my rule for my writing life is to never say no to an idea. So when I get a really good idea, or a mediocre idea, because those then I start exploring and diving in, and I'm not afraid to go where the story takes me. So story is the boss for me right now. And so when I get that idea, I just go for it. I think I call it this wildly ambitious life. What are we here for if we are censoring our own ideas? So I just go for it. And sometimes it works. And sometimes I have to search for the right genre. Sometimes I've got to change the point of view. This is what the journal is so good for, is it just lets you work it out. 2 nights ago, Erin and Trotta Kelly was saying she thinks about her book. Dang. She thinks about her books for a long time, and so do I. Sometimes I work them out on the notebook and just really think about what those ideas are. I just trust in the process and trust my ultimate readers that whatever I'm writing, somebody is waiting for that book, even the adult book, which was super fun to write. Did you have a question?
I did. What's your favorite line in the book?
Oh,
Favorite line.
Great
Okay.
question. Thank you, Erin.
All right, let's look for it. So the family is made of love is obviously like my thesis. But my favorite line is, family is more than blood, she said. That's mom. Give Bubby a chance. And she wasn't asking.
That's amazing because I can picture Jillian already being like, and she wasn't asking. That's amazing.
I have a special mission in the children's book world of trying to bring parents that create tension into the story without being the worst parents in the universe. It's my special mission.
We have another question that came in that says, what are you working on right now?
So I'm working on a couple of things. One, I just finished up a picture book biography about a guy named Marty Glickman, who was made the Olympic team in 1936. And he went to the Olympics, and then he was taken off the relay team the morning of the trials because of anti-Semitism.
Oh.
And what made this book so challenging to write was that was the Jesse Owens Olympics. And so we have an image of triumph about that Olympics, but there's also an underbelly to that story that I felt that was important for me to tell without, you know, from Marty Glickman's point of view, because what I knew about Marty Glickman was he was the voice of New York sports for many years, like 55 years. And I never,
wow.
I thought the worst thing that ever happened to him was that he had to call the Jets games.
Oh my God.
True that, which is a really bad thing.
As a New Yorker,
I'm also, right. So I'm also working on a chapter book that I've been exploring. And I just got initial art for a new book about Bella Abzug. I feel like I am flip-flopping all over the place, and I love it. So I love having new ideas. What a privilege, what an exciting place to be in, where you can entertain your own imagination.
I love that. And I guess on that note, we should wrap this up because that is just like such a feel-good story. And I love that you're creating. I love that you're exploring. And what an honor that we get to read your stories. And the new one comes out tomorrow. And your other treasures are on bookshelves everywhere. So make sure people pick it up and support your local bookstore and pick it up there. And let's try to, you know, in light of everything
Let's
that's going
spread the
on.
love. Let's honor our extended family.
Exactly.
Our booksellers, our independent booksellers,
Yes.
bookshop.org.
Yes.
Everyone who's doing the good work, all of the teachers and librarians who are doing the good work of bringing our books to young readers. We cannot do anything without you. So wait, let's hear some cheering.
Exactly. We all second that, Sarah.
You know,
Thank
I mean, it really is. We really are a family. I'm so proud to be part of it. I'm so proud to be at the Highlights campus, working with this family, this community. If there's anything that you need in your writing life, it's a community of supportive other writers and illustrators. Yeah, we should do a giveaway. So if you how should we do a giveaway?
That's a great question. I don't know. I could do
I think will you know who tuned in? Will you have a record of who tuned in?
Yes, I do, I think.
So we will pick 5 random people, and then and I'll be in touch.
Okay, perfect. So I might create like a link online to make it a little easier so that we could do this, because I'll have to quickly go through it because I've I've never had
Sounds
a
great.
giveaway like live like this, so we have to give me a second to figure out how to do that. But yeah, we will figure it out. There will be a giveaway. Someone will get a bubby, so don't you worry.
Everyone needs a bubby.
Everyone needs a bubby.
Right. And if you need a book bubby, if you're out there and you need a book bubby, give me a call. I got no boundaries. I will shower you with kissy lips and you know and help you figure out what story you're telling. Let's just talk. Everyone needs a book bubby.
Everyone needs a book bubby. And in honor of our honorary book bubby, Sarah, I want to thank you so much for celebrating with us online and in person. And thank you everyone at Whole Novel who showed up. How special is this to be on campus with all our writing friends? Thank you.
Don't forget Erin.
I mean, how special is this? And again, we at the Highlights Foundation just welcome anyone, writers, to just please check our website, join us. Sarah's always faculty on different courses throughout the year. Whole Novel is happening now. But join us online, in person, our HF gathers, and hopefully another Instagram Live coming soon. So thank you, Sarah. Congratulations. We love you so much. And happy celebrations, everyone. I feel like I'm missing out on the wine and cheese tonight. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mwah, mwah,
Bye,
mwah.
everyone.
Bye, everyone. Take care.
Bye. Bye.